Hi, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Welcome to another 24, 48 hour vloggy type video. So it is Thursday. I keep forgetting the day for some reason. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's 34 and we're going to go to the Metro Centre today. I feel like every time I do a vlog I say I'm going to go to the Metro Centre, but we do like to treat ourselves probably once a week, maybe once a fortnight, to go for just a wander in the Metro Centre. We usually have a cup of coffee or a frappuccino or something like that, and just do a little bit of window shopping. Nicola may buy something today though, because she probably's got birthday money, so we'll see. I may take you into a couple of the shops we go in, but sometimes I just want to enjoy the day rather than keep getting my camera out. So what have I been up to? Well, Warren had his first maintenance jab on Monday. For any of you who haven't seen recent videos, Warren is now in remission from his mantle cell lymphoma, which is great news. Although there is always the worry in the back of my mind, always that thought, mantle cell lymphoma will come back at some point, and it's that kind of not knowing, but you just have to get on with it. You can't really think like that. So he's going to be on maintenance jabs every 2 months for the next 3 years, unless it comes back or anything else comes up. So it is a rituximab injection. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason we knew it was rituximab was a chemo drug, but I don't think it had really registered that Warren was just going to continue being on a chemotherapy update jab for the next 3 years. And I'm not sure why that didn't register, it just didn't. But he went to the hospital on Monday. He was expecting to be in and out because it's just an injection, but he was there like 2 hours. So apparently he had to have a full blood test, which took about an hour for the results to come back. So he had to wait just to make sure everything was fine and his bloods were spot on. And then he needed the pre-meds that kind of prepare your body for the chemotherapy jab. And then it's an injection of rituximab into your stomach, or into his stomach. And it took 10 minutes to push the injection through because it is quite a thick substance, and the nurse has to push it really slowly so it goes in little bit by little bit. So it takes 10 minutes. He said it didn't hurt. He said it stung a little bit in places, but not much. And they did give him a sheet of things to look out for, possible side effects, which they did say there's a 10% chance that he could lose his hair. Now that is only a 10% chance, so there's a 90% chance that he won't. And as his hair has only just grown back, not fully, but it is coming back in, that is the thing that he's most wary about, because he really did not like having no hair. Warren has always had a good head of hair, was never likely to lose his hair. So for him to lose his hair was quite a challenge for him. So he's hoping it doesn't fall out again. But fingers crossed, he's had no side effects yet. That was earlier this week. So hopefully that's going to be fine. And that's only once every 2 months he has to have that. Last week we went to Scarborough, our favourite seaside town in the UK, for a couple of nights. The kids had bought us a voucher for our favourite hotel in Scarborough, the Bacon Boot. So we went there for a couple of nights, and it was just so nice just to get away after the last few months and just kind of recharge and relax and enjoy ourselves. I didn't vlog it at all because I just wanted to enjoy what we were doing. It was January when we went. The weather was cold. The weather's been rubbish, but the 2 days we were there was like a summer's day. The sun was glorious. So we picked the best time. We did go to an ice cream parlour that we have been to once before and treat ourselves to 2 Knickerbocker Glories, which were really, really nice. But you can just have them when you're away. You can't have them when you're at home. So it didn't count. And the view from our room at the Bike and Boot, we booked a medium double sea view, and the window looks right onto the sea. I'll put some pictures in here of the ice creams and the sea view. It's just, I usually get up early. I'm up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It was no different when I'm away. So I just got up, I was reading my Kindle, looking out at the sea with a cup of coffee, just absolutely glorious. So really enjoyed that. And I also wanted to mention, I went to the doctors. Well, I went to the doctors I can't remember what I went for now. I must have gone for something else, but while I was there, I said, can I I need me repeat HRT prescription. But I knew I only get it I have to get an HRT checkup once a year, so I can order it for the first 6 months, then the second 6 months, and then the next 6 months I have to have the checkup. So I went in and I said, I'm running out of my HRT, can I book me HRT checkup? And she said, oh, we don't have any appointments until February. I said, okay, February, we can't make the appointment until February for February. So I thought, okay. So she gave me 1 month prescription of my HRT tablet. And I just thought, why can't you make an appointment that you have to have, otherwise you don't get the prescription? Why can't I make that anytime? Obviously, I'm not going to make it 6 months ahead, but it was last month. Why can't I make it for this month? So I had to put a reminder in my phone for me to ring the doctors this week to get an appointment for my HRT checkup with the nurse. Not even with the doctor, it's with the nurse. So she gave me one for the 10th of February. But it's just, that makes no sense to me. It's given them twice the work. And when I rang up for the appointment, I rang up on maybe I shouldn't have rang up on a Monday morning, but it was about 11 o'clock. I was number 25 in the queue. I thought, you are number 25 in the queue. But luckily it had a thing where press number 1 or whatever and we will call you back when you're number 1 in the queue. So 45 minutes later, they rang me back. But I just thought I could have saved all of that hassle if you had just booked my appointment. When I went in, I think it was mid-January when I went in, they could have booked my appointment for February. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, that's me whinge over. So I'll catch up with you later. I'm back from the Metro Centre. It is now 1:10 and I'm just about to have a cup of coffee and some lunch. This coffee is a new Beanies coffee I got, and it is toffee apple flavour, and it's actually really nice. You can taste the apple more than the toffee. I've been looking all over for Beanies coffees, and I know I can get them online, but I've been looking all over for them in shops, and not many places sell it. And I found it in the Chocolate and Cheese Company in the Metro Centre last time I was there. So I picked up the toffee apple one and the nutty hazelnut, which I like. So I'm having a cup of that, and for lunch I'm having a no-carb lunch. So I'm having hard-boiled eggs, a couple of Baby Bell cheeses and some tomatoes with a little bit of mayonnaise. There may be a very small amount of carbs in the tomatoes, but it's no bread, no pasta, no potatoes, no rice. And I quite like that for lunch. I did have a matcha frappuccino in the Metro Centre. So did Nicola. They're really, really nice if you haven't tried them. Very tasty. The only thing I bought in the Metro Centre, I spent £4.50. I bought 3 tins of mints in Flying Tiger. I buy these all the time, every time I'm in there, because I really like them. I love the little tins they're in, and I like the mints as well. So I got the menthol extra strong, which is the ones I usually get. I thought I would try the spearmint extra strong as well. And I also picked up the peach ones. I've had the lemon ones before as well, which are quite nice. Just, I like a mint. So I'm going to eat my lunch. We did go into vanilla in the Metro Centre, which is blue vanilla. And I think the blue vanilla clothing range may also be sold in New Look. I know it used to be. I don't know whether it's under the New Look brand, but there is a shop. They've got their own shop in the Metro Centre. It's just called Vanilla. One part is blue vanilla, which I think is more of a plus size range, and the other one I think maybe pink vanilla, and I think it's for a younger market. I don't look in that pot, I just look in the blue vanilla. I did take a little bit of video footage in there, so I'll put it in after this while I eat my lunch. And there was quite a few nice things in there. I really liked the jumpers and the cardigans with the flowers on. Not sure that I would get enough wear out of them though, but I really did like them. And there was a couple of blue jumpers in there. I just love the colour blue. That looked really nice as well. And there was also some stripy jumpers that are a bit like the top I'm wearing, but they were jumpers. And they had them in the blue and white stripe, a beige and cream stripe, and they also had them in a green stripe as well. And I really liked the green one. Again, I don't know if I would get enough wear out of it. I don't wear jumpers a lot because I'm usually too hot. But maybe it would be worth the investment to buy one. They were really nice. They did have quite a few nice things in there today. Sometimes I can go in and there's nothing that I like the look of. I didn't buy anything, but there was quite a few nice things in there. So I'll just put the footage in here and you can have a look for yourself. I didn't take film of any of the dresses or anything like that really. It was mainly tops and jumpers that I was looking at. So here's the footage. It's now 5 to 6 I've had quite a busy afternoon. I actually managed to get me content calendar done for the next 2 months for YouTube and my blog. I did a bit of brainstorming on some topics I could talk about. So I've written in 2 videos a week and 1 blog post a week for the next 2 months, which I'm quite pleased with. But now I just have to actually do them. That's the hard bit. But I think having done that content calendar, it makes it a bit easier because I have an idea ahead of time what I want to talk about, so it makes it a little bit easier to plan it. So what I did when I'd finished the content calendar was I planned out one of the videos that I'm going to do next week in real detail. So now all I have to do is record it. I think I might do that tomorrow so it's ready for next week. Of course, then you have to edit it and do the thumbnail and all the keywords. But yeah, at least I know what I'm doing. So for tea tonight, I think I'm going to have... well, I know I'm going to have because I've got the stuff out. I'm going to have a king prawn korma. I had this jar of korma sauce in the cupboard, which was from Aldi, specially selected korma. So I'm going to have that. I've got some frozen prawns, and I've got a packet of pilau rice, pilau, however you want to pronounce it, in the cupboard. Warren doesn't like prawns, so this is going to be too much. This jar is going to be too much for me for one meal. So I think I've doubled the amount of prawns, and I will keep half for tomorrow. I may have it for lunch, or I may keep it for tea and have it again tomorrow night. But yeah, I like a korma, so I'm looking forward to that. I did have a banana round about 3 o'clock. I'm trying to cut down on what I'm eating and cut down on the junk food and cut down on carbs. So I did have a banana, which is carbs. But what I have done is I have avoided this 3/4 packet of biscuits that have been in the cupboard for 2 days now. I haven't had a biscuit. I forgot they were there actually, and normally they would call to us. They would be going, Karen, come and have some of us, and I would have like 5. So I'm quite chuffed with myself that have avoided those ginger snaps. Just thought I'd have a quick chat before I have my tea, because there was a couple of other things I wanted to mention. I think I mentioned in a video either last week or the week before that me and Nicola were going to try acrylic painting. I got some acrylic paints from Aldi, and Nicola picked up the canvases and the brushes from the works. Now, we have done watercolour painting before. If you've watched my videos regularly, you'll know we went to a sip and paint class not last year, I think it'd be the year before now. I've lost track of the years. I think it was the year before last. Yeah, and we did quite a few watercolour paintings there, which I really enjoyed, but we'd never tried acrylics. And Nicola came across a video on Facebook of this woman doing like a time-lapsed acrylic painting, and she had thought, oh, I would like to quite buy that picture, and then she thought, actually, I might have a try at painting one myself. So we decided to try and replicate what this woman had done. If I can find the link to her video, I'll put it in the description below just so you can compare. Hers is obviously much better than ours. But yeah, we did have a go. I'll put the picture of mine in here now. I don't think I've got one of Nicola's because she obviously took it home, because we did it here. We didn't do a class, we just did it here. So I'll put the picture in here so you can see what it looks like. I was really pleased with the way it turned out, considering it was our first go at these. I wasn't so happy with the kind of the wave that's running onto the beach. I feel like I could have done a little bit more work on that, but I wasn't quite sure how she was doing it. Because it was a time-lapsed video, we were only seeing seconds of each part she did. But yeah, it's made me want to learn more about acrylic painting. But I'm really proud of how that turned out. If you've done any painting, let us know in the description below. Particularly if you've done acrylics, I would be interested to know any tips you've got for that. I also wanted to mention a YouTube channel I've been watching for probably quite a few months now, actually, that I'm really enjoying, that was a little bit different to the YouTube channels that I normally watch. And it is a channel called Ben and Emily. I'll put the link to the channel in the description box below. And they're a young couple, I think mid-30s, and they live on a canal boat in the UK, travelling up and down the canals. They did have a really big one, and they had a smaller one that Ben used to create music in, because he writes songs and things like that. They also had a van that they travel around the country in, and they decided to sell the larger canal boat because they wanted to do more travelling in the van, and they didn't want to have to pay to moor the long canal boat. And for the last 5 weeks, they've been touring around Spain and France and Portugal in this, it's a converted ambulance, actually. And it's just such a fascinating videos. They're a fascinating couple. Really lovely couple, and I've really enjoyed watching them, so I thought I would share that channel with you just in case you're looking for something different to watch. But yeah, definitely worth watching. It's Friday now. It is 20 to 10. I've just been to my local business networking meeting. I haven't been there in probably 6 months. So it was really nice to go back and see everybody. I'd missed actually getting out and about and talking to other people who run businesses. It is just nice to do that. So I enjoyed that, but I did have to get up at 5:30 and go in the shower and put my makeup on, because we usually get there for about 7:15. I did enjoy that, so that was fun. I'm just having a cup of coffee. I thought I'd have a quick chat before I finish the video. It's really cold this morning. It's like last week there was a couple of days that were really warmer, and today it's back to being absolutely freezing and quite frosty. And I actually run a poll on my community tab on my YouTube channel saying which season did people prefer. I love spring. I love when you can see the night starting to get lighter and the mornings getting later. It was actually starting to get a bit later at 7 o'clock this morning, and it was still late at 5:15 last night. And I just love that. And then you see all of the flowers coming out and the blossom coming back on the trees. Spring's my favourite season. So I ran a poll to see when other people's favourite seasons were, and the results were, well, pretty much what I thought. It was 49% of people's favourite season is spring, 28% is autumn. I do like autumn as well. I love the colours of autumn. 20% was summer, and I think it's maybe because when you get older, you don't like the heat so much, or maybe some people do, but I know I don't like it too hot. So that made sense that only 20% liked summer, but there was 3% likes winter. So good for them at the moment if they like winter. Or if you like winter, is it because you like the run up to Christmas? Because winter seems to last forever. But yeah, that was pretty much what I thought, so that was interesting. If you didn't vote in the poll, let us know in the comments below what your favourite season is. What have I been watching on TV? I did watch a film, I think it was about 3 weeks ago now, and it's called Carry On. Not as in the Carry On films. The film was called Carry On. And I felt like it was trying to be a little bit like Die Hard. So it's about a guy who works in an airport. He works on security, so he checks the bags going through. And then there's this... there was this guy who was like the baddie trying to get something onto the plane that shouldn't be on the plane. I won't let out what it is just in case you haven't seen the film. And there was like lots of a little bit like Die Hard, where there was fights and running around, and it was I'm not explaining it very well. It was watchable. Let's say it was watchable. It wasn't Die Hard. But I did feel like it was trying to be like Die Hard. So if you like that sort of thing, you might like Carry On. I also watched a series called The Rig on Prime, which was about a group of people who were working on an oil rig in the North Sea. And there was 2 or 3 actors in it who had been in Game of Thrones. and it was very sci-fi-ish. And again, I won't give away the plot just in case you haven't seen it, but there's some strange things happening as they're working on this oil rig. There's 2 series of it. I think there's only 6 episodes per series. And it started off really interesting, but I found it kept me attention, made us want to watch the second series, but I felt like the second series didn't really know where it was going. I don't know if there's a 3rd series. They could do one, but I don't know if there is. But I felt like it just didn't know where it was going, and the ending was a bit, really, that's it? So if you've seen the rig, again, let us know in the comments below what you thought as well. Yeah, just, I don't know. I think they could have done more with it. And the other thing I've been watching recently for a bit of comedy is Grace and Frankie. I think this is quite an older series. I think it started in 2015. It's got Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin in it. And I'm really, really enjoying that. It is so nice to see older women. I mean, they're supposedly about 70. It's really nice to see older women with main roles in something on TV. You don't get that enough for me. It's usually people in their 30s, in their 20s, and I want to see more people who are around my age, so 50s, 60s, 70s. I want to see more people like that in main roles. So yeah, if you know of any series like that, again, let us know in the comments below. It's great to share tips and things, I always think. So I think I'm going to finish the video here. If you do like this type of video and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it's 51% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed to my videos and you do like them, please hit the subscribe button, because it does help boost me up the algorithm so more people can see. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. And if you press the little notification bell as well, which is a little bell, then you'll get a message from YouTube every time I put a new video out, which is twice a week at the moment. So thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.